that or leave it or whatever you want to do.
We're just gonna leave it right back here.
So now we're gonna continue on with a duo.
Yes.
So this is the Boing Hydrating Concealer that is $20 by itself, and the Puff Off Instant Eye Gel, which by itself is $29. So guess what you're getting? You're getting the concealer, just getting it.
Yep.
I mean, you're just getting it. If you went in retail, you would buy the, the eye gel, and then you would get the it's so hydrating, and I've got dry skin, and the older I get, the more I'm turning to dust. So I definitely need the hydrator. I think this is a fabulous on the go, especially for summer.
Yeah.
We're out in the sun, our skin gets even a little drier with the air conditioning in and out. A steal of a deal. Because they have the Today Special, we said, okay, what else can you do for me?
So here's the thing.
We said that.
Bye Bye Tired Eyes is a very unique kit, and why? Because there's two things that we deal with underneath our eyes. The first is discoloration. Any dark circles, any blues, any greens. You need an incredible concealer to cover that up. That's what the hydrated concealer, but there's another issue that we all deal with underneath our eyes, and that's puffiness. Puffiness comes from eating too much salt, whether you have, I always get what I call sushi face after I eat soy sauce, whether you have too much wine, whether you just have lack of sleep, you get puffiness. So I don't care how much concealer.
I actually don't think that's possible to have too much wine.
That's true. I don't care how much concealer you put on. If you have puffiness, you're still gonna look tired. So this is a 1-2 punch for your under eyes. We're gonna depuff with Puff Off, and then we're gonna conceal with the most amazing hydrating concealer. I wanna go over to the models and show you how this works.
By the way, Puff Off is $29, so we are giving you the concealer for $0. I would love to do a close-up in my hand of the Puff Off. It has a cute little tip that looks like a little iron, which is that kind of sense of humor. So look at that, it doesn't look like a little iron, and you give it a little squeeze and you see where the product comes out. Look at, and that's the, it's gonna reduce the puffiness, and then you do the concealer over it, which by the way, $29 for this, and then free. And then around the edges, you've got that hydrator, and then the color is on the inside. It really is a very unique product, and we're doing, the concealer for you for free today. Here are the shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very, very easy. I would do the 2, or unless you do the Tan Luxe, which I've done today, I'm doing the 3. We've got Tan Luxe coming up at the end of the next hour.
Exactly. So here in Adriana, what I'm going to do, she has a little bit of this on already, but I'm going to start here with the Puff Off. This is a beautiful under eye depuffing gel that has light reflecting pigment. So when you get this home, tap it on clean moisturized skin, and then I'm going in with the hydrating concealer in shade number 2. This is shade number 2. So do you see here how it's a hydrating ring and a concealing core? When I smooth this underneath her eyes, a couple things are happening. First of all, the hydrating pigments, or sorry, the hydrating properties, vitamin E and apple seed extract, are going to help to hydrate the under eyes, further reducing the signs of aging and the signs of puffiness. But then you have that concealing core. That is gonna fight any dark circles, any hereditary dark circles from tiredness. Look at the difference that that duo makes to her under eyes. Now, Adriana has hereditary dark circles, so I know that she's tried every single concealer out there. But dark circles is one of the hardest things to deal with because it's pigment. Look at that with and that without.
It's really amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
It's how it completely brightens up her face, and I also like how hydrating this is.
Absolutely.
Because one of the things that concealers do is they can be very drying, and they almost look like old age makeup, Maggie.
Absolutely.
Because you put on a dry concealer, it adds to the wrinkles, and that's the opposite of what you want to do.
You're 100% right, because normally in traditional makeup, the more coverage you have, the drier the consistency. You can't really win. You either go full coverage and you look like the desert, or you have hydration but you have no coverage, and that is why this duo is so incredible. So you have the Puff Off, which is dealing with the puffiness, and then you have this beautiful Boing hydrating concealer. So what I'm gonna do here on Chantel is I'm gonna go ahead and at first I'm gonna apply that Puff Off underneath her eyes. It is a beautiful depuffing under eye gel that has light reflecting pigments, and it's going to actually depuff the under eye. So that's step 1, deal with the puffiness. Step 2 is conceal and hydrate. Think about this as like if an eye cream and a concealer had a cute little baby, it would be this duo. Now here on Chantel, I'm using shade 3 in the Boing Hydrate. I'm just tapping it underneath her eyes. Now, the thing is that the under eye is some of the most sensitive, thin skin on our body. So I want you to be gentle to your under eye. I want you to treat it like gold, because the eyes are where we show our fatigue, but look at that transformation. So can you relate to Chantal's without? When you wake up, does your eyes look dry? Do you see fine lines? Do you see dark circles? So what do? Do you reach for your traditional concealer, which actually might cover, but it might crease and cake and actually make it look older? Look at how hydrated and gorgeous this is. And I'd like to walk you through a little bit of the technology of the Puff Off because that's such a unique product to benefit. If you've never tried it before, this is really gonna change your makeup routine because this is actually not makeup. This is almost, and this is like a product that is treating puffiness. It's extra tough on puff. It has a peptide blend and light diffusing particles that actually go in and de-puff and bounce light away from that under eye area. That really, really cute custom shaped ironing tip. Look at that depuffing action on this beautiful woman, Maya. If we didn't depuff first, then by putting on concealer, that's just covering up the puff. The puffiness is what we get when we're tired, when we are overworked, when we haven't had enough sleep. 94% of people that tried it said their eyes looked smoothed and they felt that the formula had an instantly refreshing feeling on the skin. Now, I wanna show you here how this works again. Now, I'm using shade 2, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start applying it right under her eyes. Now, a couple things are happening. First of all, the vitamin E and apple seed extract is going to work, and it is hydrating that delicate under eye skin. So if you're starting to get fine lines, if you're starting to get little wrinkles, just from life, you know what? There's nothing I can do for you about that, but what I can do is give you the most gorgeous, hydrating concealer that's going to hydrate and bounce light away. And look at that transformation, Helen.
Yes.
It is just giving her the most luscious, smooth, radiant, younger looking eyes.
Okay, we're showing you with and without. Remember, the concealer is free because the Puff Off is $29, so it's a $49 value, and the concealer is $20. We're just giving it to you. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. Free shipping and handling. You get an extra flex payment with your HSN card. So the item number is 009741. Now we're gonna jump into a brand new launch here, and it's our showstopper.